Good morning, scholars. Happy Wednesday. We are going to do another day of math. Today we are using the Rec and Rec. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, scholars, remember the Rec and Rec helps us when we are counting by tens or fives, and it allows for us to count quicker. So remember, we have 5 red dot or beads here and 5 white beads, and we know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. And then I see that there are 5 red beads here and 5 white beads here. And again, I know that 5 and 5 make 10. So now now I know that 10 and 10 more make 20. So scholars, the first thing we are going to do to help us count using the Rec and Rec, we are going to count by ones. And as we count by ones, I'm going to move a bead over to the left side, and that will represent the number we are counting. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember, we are counting by ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, scholars, that took a little bit longer because we were simply counting by ones. This time, what we are going to do, we are going to count using the 10 way. Now, remember, the 10 way is when we count on from the number 10. So, for example, if the number is 11, you would move all 10 of these over, so 10 and 1 bead over. So 11, we would say the 10 way is 10, 1, because we have 10 and 1 bead. So let's go ahead and look at that again. So the 10 way is when you are counting on from 10. So you would say 10, and then how many beads you have on the bottom row. In this case, since we're counting the 10 way, I'm automatically going to move our entire first row because the 10 way is counting on from 10. So I have 10 and 1 more bead. So 10, 1. Let's keep going. 10, 2. And 3, and 4, and 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, and 8, and 9, 10, 10. Now, scholars, let's go ahead and use the Rec and Rec. Now that we counted by ones and also the 10 way, I'm going to move all of my beads back to the right because we are resetting, and I'm going to say a number, and I'm going to show you what that number would look like if we quickly used the Rec and Rec to represent, say, 15. So for 15, I know that 15 is made up of 10. So I'm going to move the first row of 10 and 5. So I know that all these red beads here are 5 in total. So 15 would be 10, 5, or 15. Let's try that again. So now let's say we need to find the number 17. And I know that 17, the two numbers that when broken apart for 17 is 10 and 7. And I know right here I have 5, 6, 7. So I need to move all 5 of the red beads and 2 of the white beads. So 17 is 10, 7. All right, scholars, let's try that again. Say I am looking for the number 13. Now remember, 13, the two numbers that make up 13 are 10 and 3. And again, I automatically know that on my first row, I have my 10. And on my second row, I just need 3 because 13 is 10, 3. All right, scholars, it is time for our exit ticket. Remember, our exit ticket is on Google Classroom, so go ahead and pause this video and do the exit ticket on Google Classroom, and then come back when you are ready to solve your, or check your work. All right, scholars, now that you guys did the work on Google Classroom and you guys are ready to check your work, let's see if you guys got it right. So it says count by 1. What number comes before? So in our last exit ticket on Tuesday, we were looking for the number that came after, which means that it was the number plus 1 more. Now our exit ticket is asking what number comes before. So now we are looking for the number that comes before 15. So it is 15 and 1 less, and that represents our number. I'm going to write a line here, and I'm going to put a comma. So if I'm counting by ones, it would go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I see that A says 14, and I know that 14 is right because, again, we are looking for the number that comes before. If we were looking for the number that comes after, I would go 14, 15, 16, and 16 comes after, but our problem tells us before. So 14 comes before 15, or 15 and 1 less is 14. All right, scholars, go ahead and continue to practice those flashcards that are linked down below, and I will see you tomorrow for another math lesson. I miss you all tons, and have a wonderful day. Bye.